It's the 2K Sports pregame.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Mavericks in Dallas. Maybe some fatigue setting in now as the schedule becomes a little more strenuous.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. You can see it all over the league. Injuries, Brent, beginning to affect some teams, but it's hard to pay your stars and maintain a deep bench all under the salary cap. It's a very difficult dance to do.
This is why sitting next to you as a broadcaster is a really less stressful thing to do, rather than be a general manager in the league.
Yeah.
So hard to make.
But you could be a general manager in this league.
Maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now I'm enjoying this seat with you. And I'm wondering how it is that some of these teams can get creative with cap analytics guys and their strategy, how much they want to press forward, given some of the restrictions of what you can do with your roster. But we know the more players you have that can step in and be ready, these deeper teams during the regular season usually pile up a few more wins than those that don't have that approach.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Bledsoe is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's AI in at the 3. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Lopez sets a screen for AI. Lopez outside. Shot clock at 6. That shot wide open. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jordan the screen, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Barnes outside. Back to Barea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nowitzki, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Doncic with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
Pass to AI. Lopez kicks to AI. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for AI. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. No good that time. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The pass to Doncic. There's the pick. Back to Barea. Jordan with a screen on Bledsoe. And here's Barea outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And right now, they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
Mavericks trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Eric Bledsoe is accustomed to playing alongside some other great playmakers. In Kentucky, he was with John Wall. With the Clippers, he was with Chris Paul. In Phoenix, they had 3-guard lineups. So that ought to help out as they continue to get great chemistry. Giannis and Eric Bledsoe could be a devastating duo.
Ball's knocked loose. Jordan sets the pick for Barea. There's the pick. Nobody near Barnes. Good on the triple. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. AI outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Barnes. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. And it's all evened up. Barea's got his second basket. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Antetokounmpo kicks to AI. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for AI. Back to Antetokounmpo. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
They like to use Giannis in the pick-and-roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. For the rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Doncic passes to Barnes, and there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Shot from the inbound, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Lopez kicks to AI. 6 to shoot. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, what, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. Well, the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Barnes. AI passes to Middleton. Lopez sets a screen for AI. Lopez outside. And stolen by Barnes. Jumps up, and the dunk by Barnes.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's Bledsoe. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
One of the first attributes you hear about Eric Bledsoe is his strength, shown there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Smith has checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Ogden's checked in. Here's Barnes. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they
Clock at 4. The wide open look here for Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Doncic with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Doncic dishes to Barea. Misses the three. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Antetokounmpo kicks to AI. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They set the pick. Smith with a wide open look. Dallas again missing. Milwaukee in the lead. AI outside. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. 9 points in the game so far.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
It's deflected. And here's AI. Last time out he had 38 points. Lopez a screen. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
And as the offseason approaches, AI will be receiving a lot of suitors for his services. No doubt he'll be one of the hottest names in free agency.
And you know, Greg, you can't help but be happy for AI. Think back to where he started from, playing his way into the league. Just a fantastic story for him. Nowitzki a screen. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. And he overshot that one, missing.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
AI outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for AI. Back to Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
And the Mavericks call time here. And as the Mavericks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Jordan no good on the free throw. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league, sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job,
right,
because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Smith is out there with Devin Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Matthews, and it's Kleba in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 38 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Well, Greg, fans were asking for it, and the NBA delivered. It was announced that AI will be a part of the dunk contest at All-Star Weekend.
And with the way AI comes up with those highlight reel dunks every game, it seems, you had to put him in the contest. If he wasn't a part of the festivities, everyone would second-guess the validity of the dunk contest.
Pass to Lopez. Back to AI. Bledsoe for three. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Barea with a wide-open look hits the three-point bomb. Barea's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs. AI in the post. He's covered by Matthews. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Doncic. The putback. Nowitzki kicks to Barea. Pass to Doncic. Jordan sets the pick for Doncic. And another shot. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
Some rookies have had a very hot hand this season. These are the best three-point shooters in the NBA's freshman class. You look at AI. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
With the way he shot the ball from long range, he's earned his reputation as the top marksman of his class.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
Nowitzki, that's for 2.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Mavericks with possession here. Here's Matthews. That drop. 7 points for Wesley Matthews. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table. He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
Matthews, a screen on Middleton. Here's Barea, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Here's the screen. Out to AI. The pass to Lure. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Lure dishes to AI. Clock at 6. Lure a screen on Barea. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lure can't hit.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Didn't think that was going to go in. AI's got 11 points.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Middleton. Out to the wing. Lure against Nowitzki. Yep, it counts. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to Charlotte. There's a screen. Bledsoe passes to AI. Off target from outside. Dallas has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Nowitzki a screen. Barea kicks to Jordan. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. Over Lopez. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Jordan. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lure the screen. AI passes to Lure. He can't hit that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game, but in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
Here's Middleton, count it from 12. Middleton's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Down low, Barea. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
Mavericks making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Lure. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff, thanks. Barea kicks to Barnes. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Ilyasova. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Antetokounmpo passes to AI. Now Ilyasova. AI in the post. Yes, that goes in. AI's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
Barea against Bledsoe. Barea kicks to Barnes. Over Antetokounmpo. And it comes off the front of the rim. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just... We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Bledsoe. And it's AI in at the 3 spot. AI sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. They set the pick. Pass to Middleton. Back to AI. To the middle. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Middleton. Doncic kicks to Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. Not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that. And Greg with Barnes, beyond what he does on the floor, he does everything right off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, this organization just loves his intangibles and demeanor as a leader. Incredible work ethic that allows him to keep refining his game. Still very young and is growing into the player this team hoped he'd be.
Nowitzki kicks to Barea. Here's Barnes. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barnes has got 13 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Bledsoe dishes to AI. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Barnes. Layup off the pick. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Antetokounmpo. There's the pick. Jordan with a screen on Bledsoe. Barea, the pass to Nowitzki. To the paint. It's tipped. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Mavs.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
AI passes to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Barnes up top. He's guarded by AI. Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points for Harrison Barnes.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Lopez, a screen on Barnes. AI kicks to Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio. And that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Harris outside. He kicks to Barea. Harris passes to Barnes. 3-pointer. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? You look at AI. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time.
Mavericks leading by 5. Harris outside. Passes to Nowitzki. Barea dishes to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 5. Jordan sets the pick for Barnes. Over AI. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Rejected by Nowitzki. It's tipped. Barea against Brogdon. Barea, the pass to Barnes. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Nice D from Nowitzki. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. 13 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bucks trail by 7. DiVincenzo guarded by Harris. AI dishes to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Now the pass to AI. Lopez a screen. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Lopez has got 11 points.
Good decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapsed.
Dallas calls timeout. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Jordan. Matthews comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Smith subbed in for J.J. Barea. And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
And Henson kicks to AI. Right wing, Ilyasova passes to AI. Back to Ilyasova. And he makes that one. 8 points for him.
Easy to forget that Ilyasova can handle his business down there on the block, but he's much more of a spot-up guy.
Smith the pass to Kleber. Back to Smith. They set the pick. Shoots over Brogdon. Smith no good. Bucks trail by 4. And a wide open look for AI. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 16 points for AI. Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Smith kicks to Matthews. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Out to AI. Henson, a screen on Harris. Up off the screen, and AI throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Pass to Kleber. Shoots over Henson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kleber's got 6. Bucks trail by 3. Now Brogdon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ilyasova passes to AI. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Matthews, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. A different look for Dallas. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Matthews, and Doncic is subbed in for Devin Harris. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 1:52 left to play here in the third. Kleber kicks to Barnes. 5 on the clock. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Inside, AI.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And the shot goes in.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
Yeah, I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from AI.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Smith outside. Barnes outside. Jordan sets the pick for Barnes. Overhands it to Kumbo. Jordan kicks to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's AI, top of the key. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to AI. Ilyasova a screen. It'll count. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 2. We're going to step in.
This All-Star Saturday night. Don't miss the battle of the long ball as the NBA's top sharpshooters take to the court for the three-point contest.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes.
J.J. Barea checked in for DeAndre Jordan. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Tyler Zeller. And AI is subbed in for Ilyasova. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Doncic and Barnes are the forward pair. Smith is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Kleba in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Out of hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at AI. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Jordan, he's checked in for Dallas. Nowitzki comes in for J.J. Barea.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Lopez a screen. AI kicks to Bledsoe. AI outside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
And sometimes
it's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And AI comes to help. Here's Doncic. buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Now, here's AI. Tight defense on him. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lopez, a screen on Nowitzki. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo kicks to AI. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 8. Passes it to Smith. Now here's Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got 25 points.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone. Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Middleton dishes to AI. Lopez sets a screen for AI. And again, the Bucks miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Off target from three-point range. Smith on the wing. Kicks it to Barnes. Dallas moving it around. Count it. And now just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
Bledsoe passes to AI. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Barnes. Back to Bledsoe. Now, here's AI. Covered by Barnes. Antetokounmpo. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Antetokounmpo's got 34 points. Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 51 seconds left in the game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Here's Doncic. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and so they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 6. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki kicks to Barnes. Over AI. Good!
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And an intentional foul right there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
And now they foul and stop the clock. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Smith kicks to Barnes, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Smith for 3.
Excellent job by Bledsoe to alter the shot. Even as a point guard, you can still affect your opposition.
Got a piece of it. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.
Better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, no doubt this team is a force in this conference. So what's the outlook for the rest of the season?
I like where we are. There's a lot of people talking us up right now, fans, media, or whomever, but, we just trying to tune out that noise for now. We trying to stay focused and just keep winning games. And if we can do that, then we got big things ahead, so.
Well, we'll see how far this team can go if they can keep building on a performance like tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.
How's it going? All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Poetry in motion, AI.
Practice how you play, guys. Come on.
Hey, see you later, man.
What's up, man? What's going on today?
Not much, man. Just gonna try to get some drills in. You know, work on a few things I need to improve on.
Nice. All right. Well, let me know what you need.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, AI. I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Now we're rolling.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
C to a D+ today, AI. Better be working
Hey,
on
hit me
some
up.
extra credit. All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Good shot, good shot. I see you. Keep it going. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Poetry in motion, AI.
Hop to it. This is where it counts.
Hey, see you later, man.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Shut up. Yeah, good shot. Just like that.
Someone get on him!
Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now. Hey, see you later, man.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Bucks in Milwaukee. We've seen some really solid play from this Bucks team recently. They are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball, only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Orlando Magic are ready for this thing to get started. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Look at Milwaukee. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
And, Greg, I love the attitude they're bringing onto the court every night, the belief you can see in this group. It's going to take something very special to beat this team.
A look at the Magic starting group. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Augustine in at the 1. Now we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in a locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to, it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for AI. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. To the inside and stolen by Gordon.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Gordon with the screen for Ross. And Ross with the slam.
You cannot give Ross room to launch. You can't let him take flight. When he's this close, he's going to hammer it home.
Here's the screen. Poke loose. Ross with the steal. Down low. That's good from Augustine. The assist from Ross. Augustine's got his first points of the game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Middleton dishes to AI. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ross. Shot off the pick. Antetokounmpo passes to AI. Knocked away. Back to Middleton. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for AI. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, one of the areas where the Orlando Magic struggled was with consistency, but not only on the floor, but across the franchise. A lot of coaching turnover the past decade.
And the Magic have gone through a lot of coaches, as you said.
Yeah, lack of continuity at that position can really derail any momentum you're attempting to build. And the same can be said about their players. A lot of trades and turnovers with the roster. That's not a recipe for consistent success.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lopez, a screen on Augustine. Here's AI. Makes it off the glass. And for all you video game fans out there, news coming out that AI will be the cover athlete on NBA 2k20. You know, Greg, the kids tell me that this is a big deal.
Look, I play a lot of 2K. What a ride it's been.
Here's Gordon after the made shot from AI. Over onto Antetokounmpo. The Magic again can't hit. Bucks trail by 4. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Fournier following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Augustine. His last outing, he had 8 points. Just 4 to shoot. AI dishes to Antetokounmpo, and he hits it to tie the game up. Antetokounmpo's got 6. Fournier against Middleton. And Fournier kicks to Bamba. There's the dish to Ross. The Magic with a fresh 24. Outside Fournier. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Fournier's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Lopez a screen. AI outside, shot, high post, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in, so Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Ross. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top-5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
Here's AI after Jaren Grant's bucket. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 3. Ilyasova a screen. Isaac with the steal. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Shooting one.
AI in the post. He's guarded by Ross. They get it again. Here's AI. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. It's been a whirlwind of a journey to the NBA, but AI has put in the work, and he'll be rewarded for it. He's going to be a part of the Rising Stars Challenge.
And while AI didn't take a traditional route to the NBA, he'll get to show what he can do against the best the recent draft classes have to offer. No doubt in my mind, he'll shine as bright as any of them.
Brogdon and Middleton pair up at the 1 and the 2. Brook Lopez is out there with John Lewis, and it's AI in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now, here's Isaac. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Fournier for 3. The rebound by Brogdon. Bucks trail by 8. AI in the post, headed by Augustine. Here's AI, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Fournier against Middleton. Outside Fournier. Brogdon against Augustine. Up top Ross. There's the 3. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the rope.
Yep, exactly. And it also stretches that defense out a little bit, expands the floor for you, and makes things really hard for the defenders when.
Here's Fournier after the made shot from AI. Now here's Fournier. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. AI outside. Connects on the 17-footer. AI's got 6 here in this quarter. Since AI came into the league, there has always been chatter if he's the best sharpshooter or not. Well, come All-Star Weekend, he'll have a chance to prove that he's the best.
And I'm just so glad that he's going to be a part of the three-point contest. The entire group of shooters is impressive, but he's got to be one of the favorites to come away with the win.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Orlando leading. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And they'll... And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at AI.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now, here's Bamba. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
And it's the Magic with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. with the floater. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Boy, you've got to corral Fournier on these pick and rolls. I mean, he just knows how to pick the defense apart if you don't.
Rocked in the pass to AI. Lure sets the pick for AI. Pass to Lure. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Mavericks got the job done. He finished with 27 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when the player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
The Bucks making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. To the middle, here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's AI following the bucket by Orlando. 3 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Orlando leading by 3. And here's Augustine. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
And the pass to Brogdon. Kicks to AI. Henson with the screen. AI passes to Henson. It's good. This game is all even.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here is Augustine. He has 6, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And a switcher also for Orlando. Grant, he's checked in for Augustine. He took good advantage of that screen. 7 points for Terrence Ross.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient, raining it off the catch. Love it.
And Fournier over to help. AI outside, back to Antetokounmpo, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. First in field goal percentage, 5th in blocks, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Now here's Ross. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. And yes, it's good. Fournier's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
Antetokounmpo against Ross. Ilyasova, a screen on Fournier. Stolen by Gordon. Poked away and stolen by AI.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Picked by Mozgov. There's a screen. Grant kicks to Mozgov. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 9.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Henson sets a screen for AI. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. 18 points for him.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, pretty soon you're going to be in your first dunk contest. Now, just between us, what have you got planned?
I got some pretty big ideas, trust me. And I couldn't be more excited, so I'm going to put on a show, DA. The fans are going to come in expecting to see some things that they have never seen before. And I'm going to send them home happy.
Well, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from AI.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Ross in at the 3.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep, Kevin, a consistent 3-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry.
They set the screen. AI, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
He is scorching the D, exploding offensively.
Well, you know when you're in that kind of a zone, trust me, he knows he's in the zone right now.
Gordon against Antetokounmpo. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. They get it back. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And how many more possessions like that would they love to get down the stretch? A bunch of them, I bet.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Gordon a screen. Here's Bamba, and it's sent back by Lopez. The shot's good from Fournier. So it's the Bucks now. 4-point game. There's a good screen. Bledsoe passes to AI. And Gordon over to help. Back to Bledsoe from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright, bright future ahead for him.
And the Magic making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you. On defense, Orlando. Lopez, a screen on Ross. AI kicks to Bledsoe. Back to AI. 5 to shoot. Lopez, a screen. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
And he just takes pleasure in shutting his man down. I love seeing Bamba work this hard on that end of the floor.
Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Orlando leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Great D that time from Middleton.
Excellent concentration from the deep. Intimidated the shooter, bothered him, distracted him, and made him think twice as he went in for that layup.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, he's not only strong as ammonia down there, he's smart as Einstein, too. Poor effort from the defense.
Ross, great pass to set up the lay-in. Ross has got 9 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ross. AI passes to Antetokounmpo. Lopez sets a screen for AI. The kick out to Lopez. 4 on the clock. No good on the triple. The Magic have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Ross passes to Gordon. Back to Ross, and the jam by Ross.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo dishes to AI. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now, here's AI. He's tightly guarded. Lopez a screen. Ross with a steal. At the elbow, it's Simmons to the right side. Augustine against Bledsoe. Floats one. Ross with a wide open look. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
AI passes to Lopez. Oh, that's blocked.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
To the middle. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points. Here's Fournier, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Fournier's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic. And the Bucks with possession here. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Brogdon and Middleton pair up at the 1 and the 2. AI is out there with John Lewis. And it's Henson in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Mozgov sets a screen for Augustine. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lure. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Gordon with a screen on Middleton. Here's Augustine. That one wide left. Bucks trail by 7. Lopez sets a screen for AI. Pass to Henson. Good on the bucket.
Henson very skilled down low. At almost 7 feet tall, the defense cannot allow him to get deep position.
Picked by Mozgov. Brogdon against Augustine. Mozgov dishes to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Augustine, no luck.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
So for the Magic, Bamba comes in for Mozgov, and Simmons subbed in for Augustine.
Double him, double him.
Gordon a screen. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Ross is running. Shot off the pick. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's AI. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Orlando, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Simmons on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Outside, Simmons. Clock at 4. Here's Ross. Another miss by Orlando. And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. AI passes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And there's the 3-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
To take the lead, knocks down the 3-ball. And the Bucks lead by 1. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Tries again. And Bamba with the lay-in.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Brogdon kicks to AI. High post, Henson. AI left side. Henson sets a screen for AI. For 3, Middleton. Simmons pulls it in. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ross in the corner. From the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's a 4-point Magic lead.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Brogdon the pass to AI. Lopez a screen on Ross. Ross with the steal. All alone.
And And, you know, from one end to the other, that play was all Ross. His length can be a real factor.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. And stolen by Gordon. Lob pass to Gordon.
I tell you what, total team player. When Simmons hits the open man like this, he adds value to his team.
Bucks trail by 8. Now Brogdon. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Here's Fournier, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, you know, it's obvious how much Fournier's teammates respect his scoring ability. I mean, you can see it out there. He's capable from anywhere, and his teammates believe in it.
Brogdon kicks to AI. Henson sets a screen for AI. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Henson.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Brogdon the pass to AI. From outside, off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Grant's checked in. Lopez kicks to AI. Lopez sets a screen for AI. The kick out to Lopez, and right on target. Good.
Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
Orlando leading by 4. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. And if he were to be out with an injury now, it would really hurt this team, Kevin, because they count on him to do so many things.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Fournier against Middleton. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 21 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Down low. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 21 in the game.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Gordon with the screen for Fournier. Shot clock at 5.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Milwaukee's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Here's AI. Antetokounmpo against Ross. And a wide open look for AI. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo kicks to AI. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Magic leading by 6. Outside Fournier. Stolen by Middleton.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
This is it. This one's over, folks. Too little, too late.
Yes, that goes in.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Here's Grant. Sweet little floater.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
Buries it from outside.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And Orlando making a change here. Simmons is checked in.
And that makes it a two-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
It's got to be interesting.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And now as Raw's running, he can go all the way. Finished off the break. And the Magic lead by 7.
Tell you what, Kevin, Ross covers ground in a hurry, a nanosecond.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you do.
What's up?
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for them. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
debatable.
Yo, what's up, man?
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Keep it going. Shot. Let's go. Now we're rolling. Play it like you got something to prove. I like it.
What's up, AI?
See you later, man. Get over here, guys. Look, let's put that game behind us right now. It's just one, and we got another just ahead. Let's get prepared and focused. I want us to be the best team in the league when the game is tight. Let's focus and execute. All right, let's go! Focus! Who's watching here? Yeah, son!
Get your mind right. Don't let him shoot that. Hey, ball. Switch. Don't let him get it. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Come get it! I got you! Incoming! 5 seconds!
out there and put up some shots.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Shut up, let's do it. Hey, swing it. Roll up.
Poetry in motion, AI.
Oh, no, you keep shooting it.
AI, get your head in the game.
Just like that.